Norma Bastidas, bonjour, because we are in France. So thank you so much to be with you, with me today, and to the Women's Forum. It's a great opportunity for me to meet you. And you are endurance athletic. Let me, what is exactly endurance athletic?
Yes, I know. My profession is, I have to always explain, I'm an endurance athlete. And I specialize on, the best way that I can describe it is I'm an adventurer.
Okay.
So anything that is in nature that is hard to reach or difficult, that's usually the sport that I like. I climb high altitude mountains, the highest mountains in the world, but I also run across deserts, swim across oceans. So I don't have one sport. I like, I like to just do, I'm curious and I love nature.
Very
So
good.
that's what is endurance, because most of my expeditions take a long time to finish.
It's for that I need to know what does the word power, because it's exactly what you mean for me.
For me, power means courage, because it's not something you're born with. It's having the courage to do things that you're afraid of.
Yeah.
That's why, we always assume you're born powerful, but you're not. You become powerful by attempting the things that scare you. Everybody's terrified of something, but you become better the more, we attempt things that intimidate us.
And how it's this courage and this powerful is reflected in your professional and your personal life?
It is taking so it reflects in my personal life, because I learned to swim to break a world record.
Okay.
I did, and I swam 193 kilometers.
Wow.
Yes. So in this only 2 years ago. And I learned to swim, but I wanted the record. And and that gives me also you cannot be courageous and powerful and then be weak on every aspect of your life. You translate on everything in terms of negotiating with a spouse to say, I have the right to do these, or at work, for example. That makes me feel empowered to, if I'm not treated fairly, to speak up. Because I have done so every single time I break one barrier, the other ones become easier.
You are just amazing.
I'm just determined. That's what I am. Yes.
And do you observe in your different meeting, that a difference between the courage, between the power, between the men and the women?
Yes, I do. I am expedition leader for difficult expeditions. It would be trying to summit the highest peak of each mountain on each continent. My last was a Guinness World Record for the world's longest triathlon, and it was 6,000 kilometers.
Wow.
It was very long, but I lead. It was my idea. I was doing it. But my team, the majority is men, because not a lot of women can leave home for 4 months. I can't. My family understands, and I can't. So the majority of my team is men. So when I'm planning, I'm the leader. But when we get there, men naturally want to take over. So every time I've done it, I have to remind them I'm the leader. But they cannot help themselves. They think that leader is the person that has the most knowledge, not who's stronger or tall, but they assume that that's their role. I'm always smaller than everybody, but I tell, so every time I said, okay, this is what we do, and they're like, no. And I'm like, excuse me? The wonderful difference is that being a woman makes me safer, because I don't have an ego. I've been in many situations when men think that have the powerful means they have to not think, or sometimes they have to force themselves to do things that are dangerous, right? For me, I'm always safe. And it hurts, but sometimes if I have to turn around and go home because it's not safe, I do it.
Okay.
So most of the times, being a woman is an advantage because I've been in situations where I'm competing against men and they go very fast first. They go and push and I'm way back. And they just, but then they start injuring and falling because they're trying to kill each other. And you know, and then at the end, I pass them because I'm like I'm like the turtle. So it makes me level-headed. It makes me more controlled. So in things like that, being a woman, it's an advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope everybody who will listen,
Yes.
you take it for them, because I think you are right. It's a big difference for me.
And I think for anything, you need that. You need the difference. I wouldn't want to have all my records only women. I think men and women working together as a society on anything. I want everybody to not shy away from hiring women. Women aren't loud sometimes, but it is the quietness, the ability to listen that makes us better. Because sometimes when you have too many men, they start yelling at each other and they try to not get the best idea. They just want to outdo each other. While women, we can be quiet and listen to the problem and said, have you thought of this? You know? And it's just kind of like, and sometimes it's what we need. So I think the more diversity, the best.
Thank you. It often said that women who get power or who be courageous or who want to do something and powerful thing sacrifice something. What do you mean about
I do. And the only reason why we sacrifice is because we are not used to women asking for things.
Okay.
You know, that's the only thing. If it's not that we have to, but we still feel uncomfortable with a woman being ambitious. You know, it feels weird to a person that, we teach women not to ask for too much. We said, be humble, and, men, we allow it.
Yeah.
So the only reason that I have lost a lot is because people sometimes call me selfish for wanting more than I've been given, but why, if I can have more, why not? It is within reach, and I'm grateful for what I have. I have beautiful children, I'm married, I have a family, I have done many things, but if I can still do more, why not?
Yeah.
But we're still uncomfortable, so you have to, and I don't like it, but I continue have to remind everybody that as an individual, I have the right. Doesn't mean that I don't love my children, because I think when I started 10 years ago, I was already late. I started at 38 because I followed the role. And one day I said, no more. I want to do what I want to. I was very late comer, and I went hard. But a lot of people call me a bad mother. How can you leave your children for 4 months? And I thought, why not? They're safe, they're at home, they look after my family, but to them but I felt like I'm also an individual, I'm a mother and I love it, but I'm an individual with goals and dreams. So now it's easier because they've seen that my kids are wonderful. They're 22 and 19, they're wonderful, they love me, I have a close relationship. So they've seen that it didn't affect, but we expect things from women than that we expect from men. So the sacrifices come only because we don't have a lot of women visible and we're uncomfortable.
I'm so white with you. You can not imagine. If you have some proposition or suggestion to maybe to contribute to promote diversity and maybe to help our society to change the mentality about women. How could be it?
I am a woman. I am also a minority group. I'm from Mexico. So that's what I choose to break records, to be visible, to change perceptions. I want people to be open-minded. Don't necessarily assume so. Give everybody the opportunity. Give the job to the best person. That's all I ask.
Exactly. If a girl says, when I will be an adult, I would like to obey you, when do you tell her?
I would say it really is possible that you can do, to a young girl, you can do anything you want. Absolutely. It just takes a lot of courage, a lot of determination, and believe. How fast you're going to reach the goal depends on your talent too. Some people can't, but it doesn't matter. Some people achieve it in 6 months. It's okay. It might take you 3 years. Doesn't matter? No. It does not matter. What it matters is that you accomplish it.
Thank you. We are at the end of our interview, and could you tell me by a word what is for you the word power? Courage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are amazing. I hope all people who see this interview can take something just for us and to continue.
It is. It's like I said. I want to give another option to to not to limit ourselves of what we can do. We have proven that we belong everywhere, and that we're capable of absolutely anything. So being a role model for another venue for young girls to dream that sports, it's not only something that they can do, but maybe even a profession,
Yeah, exactly.
And we deserve the same respect as the male athletes. Men have been in sports for so long, and women were latecomers, and we still don't give women the same respect as men, and we deserve it. And I want the young girls to know that it's wonderful. It is a wonderful, and it's a possibility even as a career.
Thank you so much.
Go for it.
Thank you.